Good morning. Welcome into another edition of Mortgage Talk with Michael Giacomino. Michael is a senior loan officer for First Centennial Mortgage as we address common concerns and questions about financing options for purchasing or maybe even refinancing a home. To learn more, visit OswegoHomeLoans.com. And we have Michael with us on the phone lines once again as we start up a new program. Michael, how are we doing today?
Mike, good. Thank you. Good morning.
Yeah, welcome back to the show as we've got plenty to go over today. Where do we want to get started?
So I want to hit a couple bullet points on what's been going on in the housing, some housing news, some economy news, and talk about a little bit of some purchase tips I have for you. So we covered a handful of important topics already. We covered, including the importance of having a pre-approval before you start shopping. We talked about the mortgage process, what happens to your file here at First Centennial while we work on it and get you closed up. We talked about the benefits of a refinance, especially in a rising interest rate environment. There's still to be benefits for you if you want to pay off some debt or consolidate credit cards, home improvements, pay for school tuition. There's, fortunately and unfortunately, a million different reasons why a refinance could still benefit you, even in a rising interest rate environment. And we covered some programs that First Centennial offers. One thing I'll make a note, I mentioned this last week as well, and I'm going to keep mentioning it, is if you ever like to hear a previous show, Mike and I have done, reach out. Call, text. My direct line is 630-746-7478. You could also jump on my website, OswegoHomeLoans.com, and there's a link for the clips through my site.
All right, sounds good. So what do we have for today's topic?
So today we'll hit 3 bullet points on the top news in the economy, hit 3 bullet points in the top news in real estate. One, for the housing news, I was reading soaring lumber prices. They added nearly $19,000 to the cost of an average new home. So 22% below peak 12 months ago. Our prices are still about 3 times higher than the pre-pandemic levels. I found that I don't think it's surprising to anyone, but again, the more and more you keep reading it, like, man, we're still in this.
Yeah, those lumber prices, who would have known that? That's a nice little nugget and a key contributing factor to this.
Yeah, definitely. Home buyers facing one of the priciest housing markets in history, right? So that ties together. If the materials are costly, the price tag's going to go up on the house itself. What that ties into is larger mortgages. The average purchase loan size hit a record of $453,000. Now, folks, this is nationally the average. But an average mortgage of $453,000, I don't know about you, Mike, but I am very thankful we live in the Midwest where our average loan size is much less.
Yeah, that's a little out of my price range. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And number 3 is last week's purchase app. Applications were down 1% compared to the previous week. Although refinance apps have fallen much greater than that. And one of the big things with that is, here in the Midwest, as we all know, well, if you look out the window today, you would think we're in spring, but we're still in winter. And the winter market is usually a little bit slower, and the rates have been going crazy, and crazy not for the good side for us. They've been rising.
All right. So how about the economy? Well, what can you tell us there?
Minutes from the last month's Fed meeting show the Fed is ready to raise policy rates as soon as their March meeting to help curb soaring inflation. I mentioned on the show previous, take a look at your debt that you have outstanding. Take a look at your credit cards. As soon as that prime rate goes up, guys, that interest rate on the credit card is going to shoot up. The interest rate on your home equity is going to shoot up. If you need an auto loan, that's going to shoot up. So kind of go ahead and, if you will, get your finances in order now before that prime shoots up.
All right. What other points do you have in our last minute or so?
I'm going to jump right to let you guys know that I'm heading to Las Vegas later this week, Mike.
Oh.
Lucky me.
All right. That's one way you can get ready for that $453,000 loan. Hit it big in Vegas.
Black or red.
Yeah.
And so what I'm doing out there, I'm going to meet some of our best real estate agents in the country. And I was invited there to address the mortgage questions. So I'm looking forward to the opportunity. And one quick thing is, speaking of real estate agents, I was talking to one of the top ones I do business in the area here, and we had a great conversation. What can you do as a buyer to make your offer even stronger? Of course, the market is very common. In this market, it's very common. You're going to need to offer list or higher. But there's also things you can do to make your offer the strongest and most appealing. One, no contingency, if you can. Call me. Let's see if we can qualify you on buying this new home without selling yours first. 2, save for a larger down payment. 3, an appraisal wiggle room. And it's called an appraisal gap waiver, and we can go in more detail on a different show about that. So just wanted to kind of bring that up and talk about it out loud here, Mike.
Yeah, we'll look forward to getting a recap of how everything goes in Vegas as Michael Giacomino joins us every week at this same time. It's Mortgage Talk with Michael Giacomino, and his NMLS number is 1983164, First Centennial Mortgage, Equal Housing Opportunity, NMLS 132763, Illinois Residential Mortgage Licensee number MB0004239, online at OswegoHomeLoans.com, and you can reach Michael directly, 630-746-7478. We'll join Michael again at the same time next week.